Welcome to episode number 6 of his Dash C Madden 21 Career Mode series. And today, I'm starting the playoffs, NFC Division Round playoff game against the Bears at Lambeau. So that's good. We went 16-0 in the regular season, and the Bears went 9-7 in the regular season. We played the Bears in Week 17, beat them up. That was in Chicago though. This one's in Green Bay because obviously we were the 1 seed in the NFC. Look at the playoff bracket. I showed you this and the matchups were in the last episode, but since you missed it, it's in this episode. And if you want to watch the full episode, it'll be an eye in the sky in the top right corner, right here. Chiefs beat the Broncos 24-7. Patriots beat the Bills 42-20. Ravens beat the Texans 35-14. Cowboys beat the Seahawks 31-7. Bears, who are about to play in the divisional round, beat the 49ers 31-24. And the Bears are the 6th seed in the NFC. And then the Saints beat the Falcons 21-7. So it's the Browns are the 1 seed, and it's the 1 seed Browns, or it's the 5 seeded Ravens at the 1 seeded Browns. It's the 3 seeded Patriots at the 2 seeded it's the 3 seeded Patriots at the 2 seeded Chiefs. The 6 seeded Bears at the 1 seeded Packers. And then the 5 seed Saints, or the 5 seed Saints at the 5th seed Saints at the 2nd seeded Cowboys. My prediction's Cowboys. It's only Cowboys and Packers in the NFC Championship game. But yeah, remember it is unrookie. It's in my Carolina Panthers expansion. It's the difficulties on rookie in this series and my Green Bay Packers franchise series, but in my Carolina Panthers fantasy draft franchise, that's the series that's on pro. Yeah, let's get into the divisional round. Let's do it. It's just stip/team training. Play full day, obviously. No, I forgot. Don't play full day. I did that once. This is not franchise. Not play full day, obviously. Play offense only, obviously. Control all offensive snaps. Let's do it. Forgot about that. They do that option now, but the play the full day, play offense only, and play defense only. Offense only. Divisional playoff, divisional in white, playoff in red. We're in 86 overall, they're in 82 overall. Obviously, sub Khalil Patterson or Steve Patterson. It's a halfback or something at Patterson. It starts with a C. It says Steve Patterson. But they definitely have Allen Roberts in the 2nd, and obviously Khalil Mack, who has and it's bad. They're unstoppable force. But Allen's double me. Alexander has shut down, and Aaron Rodgers, which he's the backup as gambler, obviously. So yeah, play call in hands. Let's get into the divisional playoff against the Bears. Winner will play the Saints or the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. Refresh and ready to rock. Win 55 HP plus 1 conference, I guess. Just 38 touchdowns. Robinson only had 8. Amos 89 tackles, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble. Dean Mallory 54 tackles. Kirsty 142 tackles and 4 interceptions. He's a linebacker. And Alexander at 99 tackles and 3 interceptions. Let's watch prediction. Alan Roach. You're going down, Trubisky. Yep. There's Jones firing up Williams, which there's the divisional round winner will play Dallas, or will play the Cowboys or the Saints in the NFC Championship game, as you can see right there. Not sure when this game actually is. I'm not sure if it's the last game of the divisional weekend or not. Well, I'm not. It's a night game, but I'm not. I'm not sure. Okay, 57 seconds, then we have the ball. I believe no score, yes, no score. Baltimore beat Cleveland 42-28, so that means we will not play the Browns in the Super Bowl, but it seems like this game really wants the Browns to at least get to the Super Bowl, but they lost by 42. 42? No, they lost by 14 over the Ravens, 42-28. I said Browns of OBJ, and oh, I didn't realize that Ty was standing there. Hits of the sad. This is I think they'll send a name on Saturday because yeah, it is. So at the end of this day, I'll show you who are in the conference championships. Because this is the Sunday game on Saturday. So the Ravens won 42-28. We're the Sunday game on Saturday. Patriots and Chiefs are the first game Sunday, and then the Saints and the Cowboys are the last game of the divisional weekend. Here we go. Circle, got him. First down. 19 yards on C's first throw to Zay Jones. 19 yards, first down. Yes, there's Aaron Jones and Zay Jones. They're not related. Lamar Jackson had 4 touchdowns and 1 interception in that game against Cleveland, or against the Browns in Cleveland. 4 rushes for Jamal Williams. We also have Wilson. I'm not sure how we got Wilson, but I'll take Wilson. Here we go. Circle, throw it across my body. It's a big no-no. Put it! Oh, almost worked. He had it, but it's not the way by the defender. There's 2 defenders there, but in real life, you don't throw across. If you're going to the right, you don't throw. You only throw to the right, and maybe the middle, but definitely not the left. Here's Jones with 4 yards. It's third down, that was third down. Oh yeah. There's a 4-yard rush, incompletion, and a 4-yard rush. So I punt it. Yeah, I have to punt it. 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Here's J.J. Scott, the Packers punter, to punt it away. Maybe it's technically still offense. So he did with the fair catch. No, he didn't. And this is Patterson, and he did a few-yard return. 42 on the return. They did the ball, no score. They're driving, and they did a touchdown. 1 second to go in the first quarter. It is 7-0 in Chicago. So we stop them, then we punt, and then they did a touchdown. Last play of the first quarter. Here we go. Let's do it, boys. Here we go. Just throw it to R1. He's open. That's Williams. Williams! It's a lot of yards. First down. And in the first quarter, the scores the Bears 7 and the Packers 0. Square over the middle, and then catch it. 2 for 4, 36 yards. First one was Zay Jones. Second one was to Jamal Williams, which is no longer on the team. I don't think he's still a free agent. We did in real life the Panthers did re-sign Aaron Jones for like 4 years for like $90 million, but definitely was 4 years. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure how much though. And now it's third down and 10. Here we go. Bootleg. Circle! Got him! Jones! Broke a tackle and he's down to the 11. First and 10. Here we go. Let's run it with Jones! And Jones is down to the 4, and David Bakhtiari's hurt. Great. A Pro Bowl left tackle is hurt. Is he still? He's still on the sideline. So usually, if he's still on the sideline, he comes back in. But if you see him, John in the laundry room, he's done. But he's still on the sideline. Here we go. Play action. Thrown to the end zone, and it's caught out of bounds. Third and 3 now. Now it's Zay Jones. 3rd and 3 from the 4. We can't get a first down without getting a touchdown. Here we go. Here we go. Thrown into the end. There's a flag down. Touchdown. Adams. What's the flag? It might be a push-off. Or it might be DPI. I'm not sure. I don't think I crossed the line, did I? Defense. DPI. Decline that. DPI on Brewster's screen, number 24. Decline touchdown. So yeah, we declined the DPI touchdown, and we're within an extra point of time the game. And we're tied it at 3:14 to go in the first half. We stop them. 1st and 10 for our own 20. Probably a touchback and a punt. 7-7, about halfway through the second quarter. Here we go. At this point, we usually blow out the teams, but not this time. Despite we blew out the Bears in week 17, Adams with the 80-yard touchdown, and we take our first lead of the game. So we blew out the Bears in week 17, and now it's not a blowout, but we have our first lead of the divisional playoff. 14-7, and it's still 14-7, 2:19 to go in the first half. Probably another touchback on a punt because except for in the 20. Here we go. Here's Jones. Jones trying to cut back. Jones! Oh, he might have been gone. But no. It's average 5.5 yards per carry. I'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Shoulder strain for Bakhtiari. Yeah, I definitely want to put him in because our backup was like a 60 overall. 2-minute warning, 14-7 Green Bay. Last game on Saturday, but there's still 2 games tomorrow. Sunday. I'm talking in the game, not in real life, obviously. Here's Jones, and he got 2. 5 rushes, 23 yards total. Minute 40 to go. Here we go. Let's throw it to John or Williams. It was a fullback screen. Oh, he's in it. I'm 6 for 9, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns. 202 total yards for Green Bay. Minute 20 to go in the first half. 14-7 Green Bay. 1st and 10 around 47. Bootleg. Let's do a big play here. Square! 1-on-1, he got him beat! Adams! Touchdown! Green Bay! And we lead 20-7. Adams is in the zone, his second of the game, and the Pounders lead by 13. And we lead 21-7, and we did the ball like 5 seconds later. You didn't miss anything. Who got the ball first? We did the ball start setting out because the Bears got the ball to start the football game. Here's Williams! Williams! More guys coming in. I'm just going to go out of bounds, but that's a big play. From our own 20 to their 42 out of bounds. Move those chains. Yeah. The Bears had to beat the Niners in San Francisco or Santa Clara, and now they're had a 7-0 lead, but now it's 21-7 deficit. Here we go. Here we go. Thrown. It's caught at the 10 touchdown. Adams with the hat trick in the first half, and it's 27-7. Adams is 3, and then Zay Jones is the other one. 28-7, and 5 seconds to go in the half. We have 2 timeouts, so they have none. I didn't mean to do special teams. Hail Mary. For our own 36, so here we go. They're in 3-minute Hail Mary prevention or whatever. Here we go. Let's lob it. Up top, and it is gone, but he's tackled at the 2. Oh my goodness, we got it. It's caught by Zay Jones, but he's tackled at the 2, and that's the half. But the Pounders lead 28-7 at halftime. The divisional round playoff game against the Bears here in Lambeau. Let's listen in to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the
We average 20.8 yards per play, which is absurd.
We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store. And it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a
And Dallas gets to the conference championship for the first time in like 30 years.
title game. Let's send it back out to Brandon God.
So technically we did the ball first, and I'll do the return. So we're up 28-7 at halftime. We also did ball 6.5. Here's 15 from about a yard deep. Here we go. And 15's up to the 33, 4 seconds into the second half. Patriots and the Chiefs are both 11-5, but I guess Chiefs are the tiebreaker. Well, aren't they? They're not in the same division. I think the Patriots or the Chiefs won the division. I'm not exactly sure. Saints are 10-6. Cowboys are 12-4. London they did to their first NFC Championship game in since like 1990. Here we go. Thrown to Adams. Caught at the 20, and that's a touchdown. 34-7. 34 unanswered points. 4th touchdown of the game for Adams. 35-7. Make that 35-14. 4:01 to go in the third quarter. The Bears find the scoreboard for the first time since the first quarter, and they're only down 35-14. Here we go. Here's Jones, and Jones got a couple. Here we go, and what was that? He lost like 4 yards. 3rd and 12. Khalil Mack to the tackle for a loss. And come on, we gotta did something here because we're up 21 here. Here we go. Thrown to Jones. Oh, I have 444 passing yards and 5 touchdowns. Now I have to punt. Scott's first punt since our first drive, which is bad in the first quarter. I mean, if they did a touchdown here, it's 14-point game. Here we go. And, oh, he stiff-armed 29. But he did tackle at our own 30, or their own 34-yard line with the Bears down 34-15, or 35-14. And we did the ball at our own 6, but we did a stop. So they did a punt by their punter, but here we go. Don't do that safety here. Here we go. Let's throw it to the veteran Mercedes Lewis, and he's got it. First down. And Jenkins is hurt. Not Lewis, but that's one of our offensive... Oh, no. That's for the other teams. Never mind. Lewis, first reception of the day, which was under 19 yards. Dolis drives it at 2 first downs, which will probably happen. And Jones, it's a couple of them. Minute 50 to go in the third quarter. 35-14 Green Bay. Total yards, we have almost 200 more yards than Chicago, but Chicago still has almost 300 yards. We almost have 500 yards, and that might get us to 500 yards. It probably will. It's not a touchdown, but I'm at 511 passing yards and 5 touchdowns. And we have 531 total yards. Adams 6 receptions, 294 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Here's Jones. Jones! Greengrass in front of him, and he's down at the 6. 1st and goal, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's only averaging 4.6 yards per carry. It was 5.5 earlier, but now it's only 4.6, so they dropped about a yard. For 26 seconds to go. I haven't had a rushing touchdown yet. Throw it in the back corner of the end zone, and it's got 5. That's 41-14. And we get the ball 3 seconds into the fourth quarter. Again, probably at their 46, so it might have been a turnover or something. Here we go. No one's moving. It was like a... Here we go. Circles now moving down the field, but it's out of bounds. You need 2 feet. I don't think even not a foot. I mean, it's 1 foot in college. I don't think I was not even counting college because he was he got no feet down. Here we go, and then chase, and that almost was a pick. That was to Lewis. That didn't really work though. Here we go. I'm not sure which way the wind's going, but if we didn't make a 7 yards, we didn't get a field goal. Here we go. Here we go, thrown! What a throw, it's caught! Down to the 11, 1st and 10. 35 reception, 4 receptions, 162 yards for Zay Jones. Let's throw it to Lewis, and it's caught. Lewis with a touchdown, and there's an injured. R. Smith is injured for Chicago, but we're up 49-14. Let's just skip this moment because we're up so much. And then we scored a touchdown. When I wasn't even playing. 2:28 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 56-14. So we were at one point down 7-0, and then we have like 35 extra points. Bears actually then scored a touchdown, made it 35-14, but now we have scored since extra points since then. Here we go, let's just run. I'm not going to throw the square. There's people around them. I spun the wrong way. I just chucked him, and that's my first rush which is worth 26 yards, first down. 17 yards after contact, and we have 722 total yards, which is absolutely absurd. Here we go, hit as I threw, it's caught, and he's in, touchdown. I don't even know who that is. It's Wilson. It's quick, 62-14, and I'm just gonna skip this moment. Is that not a ball game? It is. We would beat the Bears 63-14 in the division round playoff game here at Lambeau, and we move on in the NFC Championship game to play the New Orleans Saints or the Dallas Cowboys, which that will be next episode, obviously. We averaged 17.4 yards per play. They averaged 5.8. We had more points, more passing yards, more rushing yards, we had a higher average per play and more turnovers. So So 613 passing yards for me, 76% completion percentage, and 8 touchdowns. Trubisky, 63.8% completion percentage, 324 yards and 1 touchdown. Jones, 15 carries, 110 yards. Adams, 7 receptions, 300 yards even. Zay Jones, 5 receptions, 172 yards. See, I was just looking at because the Masters obviously just started, so today is the day I'm posting this video will be round 3. I was looking like Bruce Kepka, David Johnson, who's the defendant, won the Masters last year. They had Masters last year, didn't they? Or the last time there was a Masters. I think there was a Masters last year, but if there wasn't, it was the last Masters. And Lee Westwood, which almost won I think it was a Players Championship I remember my grandpa watching the golf. It was that weekend when I was down in Arizona. And some of the players I don't recognize. But then the following players failed to make the cut at +3. Yeah, but there's like... Well, right now, Justin Rose, -7. But there's then 2 guys at -6, 2 guys at -4, and then a lot of guys... Or no, he's at -7, Justin Rose, the leader. And 2 guys are at -6, 2 guys are at -5, and then there's like 6 guys at -4, and then -3, 4 guys at -2, a lot of guys at -1, and then there's a lot of guys even, and then a few guys that are usually they want to show the guys that probably the people that only have a chance to win. Is probably the people that if you're not at plus or -4, you're probably out. Because who knows though, but probably. Obviously, there's a cut after the center day, and obviously, some people didn't make it. So, now, I had 157.1 QB rating. I'm not sure which... Is that perfect? I'm not exactly sure. Then Trubisky, 91.1. And... Kitten, I think... So, yeah, what happened is Eddie Pintero, 0 for 1 on field goals. I'm not sure where he missed it from, but he's 0 for 1. It was 2 for 2 on extra points. Crosby never attempted a field goal, and he was 9 for 9. And then punting, their punter, I think, had like a lot of punts. He had 6 punts, punting yards 306. Strong had 2 punts, 98 punting yards. Average yards per punt 49 for J.T. Scott, 51 for Pat O'Donnell, and then Punts inside the 20, 2-1 in favor of Pat O'Donnell. Touchbacks, 2-0 in favor of Pat O'Donnell. Longest punt, 69 for Pat O'Donnell, 49 for J.K. Scott. Which the Packers drafted him like 3 years ago or something, or 2 years ago, I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, oh yeah, I was gonna let there's only next clip, because this clip's about to end, but next clip you'll find out who we're playing in the NFC Championship game. See you on the other side. So yeah, next episode of the series will be the NFC Championship game against the Saints or the Cowboys. Regardless of who we play, because we're the 1 seed in the NFC, it will be at Lambeau. But that next episode will be the NFC Championship game against the Saints or the Cowboys at home, regardless of who we play, because we're the 1 seed in the NFC. I'm not sure when that episode's gonna be though. I know it is April and probably Madden's dead, but I do want to win a Super Bowl because we're only 2 wins away from that. So yeah, I don't think it would update this yet. No, it only has our name, despite did show the Ravens did win. So the Ravens are in the AFC Championship game, but let's go to the Conference Championship. Final 4, who are I say Cowboys. Oh, it's the Saints! So the Cowboys still can't make it to the NFC Championship game, even in this game where it's on. Because in real life they can't. They haven't been there since what, like 1990, and they won 5 Super Bowls, like 2 in the 70s and 3 in the 90s, or the other way around. I'm not exactly sure. We won 4 Super Bowls. We're going for 5, and obviously there's what Steelers have won 6, 49ers have won 5. Obviously they lost in Super Bowl 54, 2000. It was like what, a month before COVID started, so it was what, February 2020, and obviously Buccaneers beat the Chiefs, the defending champs, February of this year, which was 3 months ago. No, 2 months ago. So yeah, so the plan is if we do somehow lose to the Saints, then the next episode after that will be the Pro Bowl. But if we do win, then the next episode after that will be the Super Bowl. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it in the season or not, because I don't want to. When Madden 22 comes out, which I'm not exactly sure that's going to come out, but I would say August or September. And really in the summer, I don't really want to play Madden. So I know last year I played 2 years in my career mode and my franchise. This year might just be 1 for this series, my franchise series, and my franchise series. Because all of them are in the playoffs. This is an NFC Championship game, and the other 2 are in the NFC Division Round playoff game. All of them are not first round bye though. So yeah, even the one that's on Pro, because we're at 13-3. So yeah. Once again, the last video, or the last episode of the series will be on star in the top right-hand corner, and the last video on this channel, there'll be a link to that video in the description below. Let's look who made it to in the AFC side. The Chiefs lost. Chiefs lost. And both AFC divisional playoff games, the winning team scored 42 points. Ravens beat the Browns 42-28, and then the Patriots beat the Chiefs 42-35. And then we beat the Browns, obviously, we beat the Bears, not the Browns, 63-14, and then the Saints beat the Cowboys 28-25, so they won by a field goal. So we're the Sunday game on Championship Sunday. So yeah, the Patriots too, obviously they hosted the Bills in the wild card weekend, and then they had to go to Kansas City to play the Chiefs, and now they're hosting the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. So it's the Ravens at Patriots in the AFC Championship game, and it's the Saints at Packers, or it's the Ravens at Patriots in the AFC Championship game, and it's the Saints at Packers in the NFC Championship game. The AFC Championship game is first, and the NFC Championship game is second, and then obviously the Super Bowl Sunday. Well, hopefully it's up. Well, out of the 2 teams that are left, I think it's going to be the Packers and Patriots. Obviously, I think it's Packers and Patriots. I think it's. I mean, I said the Packers and Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. I said that didn't happen. They haven't been in the NFC Championship game in what, 30 years. So I think it's on the Packers and Patriots in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think it's going to happen. So absolutely, they don't have Tom Brady. They have Cam Newton. I was like, the Buccaneers didn't even make the playoffs. That's really, yeah, they didn't. And the Broncos did as a 7th seed, but got beat up by the Chiefs. But so yeah, I wanted to see, schedule, playoff schedule. I want to see like, and this I want to because this is the closest game. So Dallas actually sort of they were down, and it was 28-17, and then they're down by 11. And then usually that means touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal. That's a touchdown, 2-point conversion in the fourth quarter. That's all they got. Saints got shut out. That's 7 in the first, 7 in the second, 14 in the third, and none in the fourth. But they hung on the win, 28-25. Cowboys got 3 in the first, 7 in the second and third, and then 8 in the fourth. But unfortunately, tonight did it. Was there any turnovers? 2-1 in favor of Dallas. They're down conversions 11-6. Fourth down conversions 1-0. Favor of Cowboys. 2-point conversion, they got 1. Red zone percentage for like touchdowns 75-50. Red zone touchdowns 2-2. Red zone field goals 1-0 in favor of Cowboys. Penalty yards 55-10 in favor of the Cowboys. Possession time, Saints got about a minute more, just over a minute more. I want to see, like, did someone miss a field goal or something? Drew Brees. Prescott had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Brees had 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. 111.2 QB rating. Prescott 66.6. So I want to see that kick. Anyone miss a field goal or something? Zerline only had 1 for 1 on field goals, 2 for 2 on extra points. Jones was the punter. Will Lutz 4 for 4 on extra points, but no. And then yeah. So outside they couldn't get it done. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. Saints are worse, anyways. They're 10-6. Cowboys are 12-4, but we were gonna beat up the Cowboys anyways. The Saints did, and they were 10-6. We're 16-0, so now 17-0 with that between our last playoff win against the Bears, 63-14. So we beat up the Bears in Week 17 and in the Division Round playoff game. So yeah, next episode of the series will be the NFC Championship game against the Saints at home. Next episode of the series will be the NFC Championship game against the Saints at Lambeau. I'm not sure when it's gonna be. Hopefully it'll be soon though, because it's April 10th. Hopefully it'll be in 2 or 3 weeks. Hopefully. Well, it depends. I still want to do franchise and then finish your franchise, then I'll come back to this. So it should be. Hopefully it's the latest a month from now. I'm not exactly sure. Not sure. Obviously, I won't be the show 21 comes out. Well, I'm asking for my birthday because it comes out for everyone on April 20th. My birthday's May 1st, so that's only a week and a half later. But if it's for everyone, it comes out for everyone in 10 days. Probably that won't be the show 20 just came out. It came out during spring break over a year ago, but this year maybe got delayed because the 2021 season already started. Speaking of that, the Minnesota Twins, my favorite MLB team, and the Dallas Stars, my favorite NHL team, which Dallas didn't make the Stanley Final last year. They play in an hour. They both play at 1. And the reason the Twins play at 1 is because Minnesota, it's warmer during the day, and it's probably cold at night. Or they'd rather play during the day. Stars play at 1 because the Mavericks, who play at the same arena, American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, they play at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, and they want more time to switch it over. Because obviously they have to put something over the ice, they have to take the boards down, the glass down, the nets that behind the safety nets above the glass on each side. Not on the side, but like where the goals are, just so no one deterred. They have to roll those up. They have to do a lot. And after that, they have to put the floor on, or something over the ice, the floor, the baskets, all that. And then I'm not sure if there's fans or not, but if there was fans, there's courtside seats. Okay, someone close no boy picks up the like button. Subscribe if you have the answer, mom, dad, grandmother, and tell best friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 7 of this Dash C Madden 21 Career Mode series. See you in episode number 7, and eat a lot of bacon and dope actors.